Having a financial plan can be a useful tool to see if you're on the right track to meeting your financial goals. They can help people sleep at night by giving them a better idea of how much money they will have in retirement. And for those with champagne taste but beer money, it can be a much needed wake-up call to make some adjustments.
Stop it! Get off me!
Stop it!
Behaviors will not be tolerated!
But it's important to remember that these reports are a basic starting point with ballpark figures and aren't the be-all to end-all to planning your future. If it was only that easy to have a crystal ball and have your whole life planned in a single report. Being an investment advisor, there's different rules and regulations that we have to follow, with the number one rule being, we can't kill any clients.
Fish are friends, not food.
Now, I've been doing a bang-up job following this golden rule, which is why I can't stand some of these financial reports that kill people off.
Here's Johnny.
These are the retirement projections that show a person's net worth dwindle down to zero by a certain age, most commonly 90. These reports are popular with people that haven't done the greatest job saving, but at the same time aren't looking to change. And as their age gets closer and closer to their expiry date, that's when the fears really start to kick in of outliving their savings, which from a CPP study, 6 in 10 Canadians are afraid of. These reports can underestimate the need to cover unexpected expenses. Vehicles break down, roofs leak, and what I covered in an earlier video, retirement living expenses can easily reach $10,000 a month. The financial plans that we do for our clients are a lot more conservative. Instead of trying to predict when someone's time's going to be up, we treat it as if they're going to live forever. This involves estimating how much your portfolio can pay you without drawing from your principal. The retirement income in these reports will be lower, but eliminates the fear of outliving your savings. Other plans that aren't worth the paper they're printed on are the ones that are too aggressive and have unrealistic growth projections.
What do you think about that?
Some of these plans online should come with a free pair of rose-colored glasses. A good financial plan should give someone a better understanding of what course their portfolio is on, good or bad.
This is not good.
Having high projected returns to meet goals may give a false sense of security. Believing the saying under-promise and over-deliver, we focus on giving our clients conservative projections. Although they may not have the big, flashier numbers of other reports, we feel that they'll be more impactful in the long run. Right after not committing murder, another important rule is we have to listen to our clients. Common questions we hear are, how much money will I have in retirement? Is there a benefit to delaying CPP? Can I afford to buy that recreational property? We customize our financial plans to answer their questions in an easy-to-understand way. There's all kinds of financial planning software online that can have more pictures and ratios than your printer can handle. At the end of the day, a lot of them are confusing and are only good for Advil sales, as they don't answer your questions in the first place.
Wow, I just got a big headache.
A pitfall that no financial plan is immune to is the constant changing environment. When it comes to things like tax rates and government regulation, the only thing you can expect is the unexpected. It's important to understand that strategies that work now can quickly become obsolete. Financial plans need to be continuously updated to keep up with the times. Another downside of financial plans is it doesn't matter how conservative your projection is, they don't always help with stress levels during market fluctuations.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
Since 1965, the Canadian Stock Index has had an average return of 10.4% annually. But in contrast to the graphs on your projection, the actual growth of your portfolio isn't a hockey stick that goes straight up. It's a trade-off, as the reason why the stock market has a long history of outperforming other investments like GICs is because you have to put up with volatility. Markets could be up 20% one year and down 50% the next. Recessions are normal, and they usually happen every 6 to 10 years, but they're very hard to incorporate into a projection. It can be demoralizing reviewing your financial plan during a recession and seeing your portfolio well below a target it's supposed to be at. It's important not to be thrown off by a recession and to keep contributing to your portfolio as planned. For most people, accumulating assets for retirement is a marathon, not a sprint. For people within a few miles of finishing their marathon and are getting ready to retire, it's important to reduce the volatility in their portfolio. You don't want to be in a position where you're forced to sell stocks when the markets are down.
What did you say?
Financial plans don't always reflect these portfolio changes as you get closer to reaching your goals. Even with the many flaws of these plans, they are still useful in helping people better understand their finances. If you are interested in a financial plan, feel free to reach out. See you next time.